And first up in the domestic headlines, taking you down south to the state of Karnataka as rumblings continue in the state BJP. Basanagouda Yatnal, Kumar Bangarappa and Ramesh Jarkiholi will visit the national capital to meet the national BJP President JP Nadda. Basanagouda Yatnal will speak to the BJP High Command about grievances against State Unit Chief Vijayendra and BS Yediyurappa. Now, the disgruntled leaders are expected to press for an election to the post of state president. In fact, they are also expected to suggest that one of them contest against Vijayendra for the top post in the state unit of the party. They are also likely to demand the annulment of the newly appointed district president's list. A group of senior leaders have also objected to the recent election of 23 district presidents within the state. News9's Mohammad Vijayullah is joining us live on the broadcast. Vijayullah, a very good morning to you. First up, what's on the cards with respect to this particular meeting that we are looking at here in the national capital with the party high command?
Well, good morning to everyone. Firstly, first team of the BJP has already reached Delhi, which is Ramesh Jarkiholi, along with him Kumar Bangarappa, and the others in Yatnal will be reaching today. There is another team which is supposed to reach from Hyderabad, is what we've also been told. But now what we already know is about the rumblings that have already been happening in the BJP, and it's not something that's happened from today. It's been happening from a very long time, even before the bipolar elections. And now what you see is that neither the High Command nor the state unit has been able to quench this rebellion that has been going on within the party. And now what we know is that these leaders, the entire rebel faction is going to Delhi because they want to discuss with regards to the district presidents that have been appointed recently by the BJP in the state. They're unhappy with this fact, and they've also emphasized how there are other leaders, such as Sudhakar also, who have been unhappy, who have also voiced his dissent with regards to the state presidentialship. And they've also said that people who've been elected for this position are people who are very close to Vijayendra, while Vijayendra has categorically denied these allegations by the rebel faction. They've also gone on with the opportunity that Radha Mohan Agarwal had recently said that there would be a possibility of having a state election and a new president will also be elected, and that is why they've also gone to pitch their plea to the High Command. Now, they've sought time with JP Nadda, Amit Shah, but how much of that time how much of the appointment will be given to them is something we'll get to know in the later course of the day, because the Delhi election is also there, though today is no more campaign day. Whether the High Command will meet them or not, but it is important that the High Command meet them, because what we see in the BJP in the state is quite shocking. It is a disgruntled unit. You have leaders fighting among each other, and there is no unity in the state with regards to the leadership. And this is not something that is an observation by us, but it has been something that has been voiced time and again by senior leaders also within the BJP. Now, with this faction that has reached there, how much of the High Command will entertain them or will speak to them? Because it had the last time also when something like this happened, these rebel faction had gone there with the intention to meet them, but they could only meet the JPCC president with regards to work issue, and they did not get an appointment from anybody other than Rajnath Singh. While Vijayendra had the opportunity to go meet the party leadership and also met the Prime Minister with regards to the development of the state unit. So how much of this meeting is on the line is something that we'll only get to know through the course of the day.
Right. Vijayullah, also since you have highlighted that the disgruntled leaders are expected to press for an election for the post of state president, also we are learning that they are also expected to suggest one particular name to contest against Vijayendra. Do we have any clarity coming in with regards to that particular name? If this election at all happens, then who could be the front runner?
But so far, there is no clarity with regards to any name that has come forward on who will it be from the rebel faction that will front this entire this thing. But from what we have understood so far is that this entire happening that we've seen, there is a post. These are assumptions that we are making. There is no concrete name from the rebel faction, but from the assumptions that we are making, it is quite clear that the names that have been coming out are the leaders, the senior leaders who've been fronting this entire operation, includes people like Ramesh Jarkiholi, Arvind Rimbavali, Basanagouda Patil, and if there is somebody, if there is a possibility of somebody coming into the forefront as the president, it could be somebody among these three people. Now, from what we've also learned from our sources is, again, these are unconfirmed and these are reports that we've learned from our sources is Ramesh Jarkiholi could be one of the front runners in this entire operation. So all these things we'll only get to know in the coming days when the election actually begins. But for now, the state and the center has appointed Vijayendra as the leadership. When the change happens, that is when it'll get interesting. Who from the rebel faction which actually be fronting it, whether it will be Basanagouda Patil who's been vocal about all these things, or it will be Kumar Bangarappa or Mr. Jarkiholi, who've been the people who've been pushing this from the back end. So all these things is awaited, and this is going to make it more interesting in the coming days if something like this falls out. And it is quite evident that pieces are not in its position on the BJP as we speak.